Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be closing out September's budget. So we're going to jump right on into it. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Janelle and I do all things budgeting. I do a household and a personal budget. So that is kind of what you see here on my dashboard. I am a wife and a mother of one, and we are a family of 3. I do all things budgeting. I also include work week lunches, grocery hauls, meal planning, and lifestyle videos. So if that is something that you're interested in, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. So like I said, this is my dashboard. This just kind of shows me when all of my bills are due and if I was planning on doing anything. So this is kind of just pretty basic. Now we're going to head over into my monthly goals. I wanted to do 15 no spend days. I could just tell y'all that did not happen this month. There were like small little extra stuff that I bought and then paid back. And I don't know, September, I don't really think September was my month, y'all. It just, oh, I'm about to tell you what happened in September, y'all. So I did not do 15 no spends. And then we had my check off. So I had draft day. If you guys don't know, me and my husband are huge sports fans. And every year we are in several different fantasy leagues. Several of them we've been in them for years. I actually became the commissioner of one in our neighborhood. So we had one of those, and then my husband had his draft that we're both in like the next day. So of course we did those 2 draft days, and then we actually ended up doing like 2 more. So those things were checked off. This is my sinking funds, but this will be in another video. And I will come back to my investments at the end once we go through like all of the numbers. So we are going to start off with the monthly budget. So this is the monthly budget here. So for my total income that I had to work with, I'm not going to break it down, but it came out to $4,219.44, which was about $700 more than the $3,575 that I had budgeted. These were the bills for just like my fixed expenses. For my transfer, I did do the $600. Netflix was $21.64. Acorns was $3. Daycare was $5.74, and AT&T was $187.47, and that brought me to $13.86. Actually, not yet. Getting a little ahead of myself, y'all. I actually had some unbudgeted that was, of course, not budgeted for. And that came out to $188.04. So what unbudgeted is for me is whether I used a credit card and then I paid that money back out of the current income that I had with me. I don't include any like money that I charged to a credit card, but I did not pay back. I just kind of keep myself like, or going forward now, a running list of those things so that I can incorporate it in my next budget or something like that to be able to pay it off. So that came out to actually $1523.11. Okay, which is weird that it came out to that much. Put that change. Let me add this up because my cheat sheet might be deceiving me. 2164 plus 3 plus 574 plus 187.47 plus 188.04. Yep, 15, and look at that, it's 1574. This is supposed to be 1574.15. Did I do that math correctly, you guys? Because that looks a little weird. Okay, so let's do this one more time. 600 plus 2164 plus $3 plus 574 plus 187.47 plus 188.04 equals, yeah, 1574.15. Okay, so that, oh, I don't think I really updated any of the information on here. Okay, cool, cool, cool. So this is everything, okay? Then we're gonna go to our variable expenses. These were actually straightforward because I did not budget anything over any of these. So they all got what they were budgeted for. So I did spend $725 for my variable expenses. For my debt, we had my auto loan. I'm not putting extra money towards debt. So this stayed the same. The only thing is that this $51 did not go to PayPal. The money did finally transfer over to my Amex card, which is a zero interest like balance transfer for 15 months. So that $51 went to Amex. And then lastly, we have my savings, which none of these were really budgeted out to what I budgeted for, but that is a good thing. So we have my buffer. I budgeted 160, but I actually had 178 to roll over. My monthly is at the 270. This is a monthly challenge that I'm currently doing. My savings challenges. Ooh, excuse me, y'all. My savings challenges came out to, this may not add up correctly, but I'll fix it later. 450.05. And then I had my sinking funds, which came out to 112. I had invest, which came out to 23.94. And then I had like Wells Fargo savings, and that was at $2. And what that savings is I think like maybe anytime I Zelle money, at this point I don't even know anymore, because normally it was every time that I swipe my card, it would take $1 from my checking and put it into my savings account. So that's what happened, but I didn't swipe my card because I don't use my debit card. But $2 went into my Wells Fargo savings account. And all together, like I said, y'all, this may not all add up the same way, but this came out to 1013 35. Okay. And then we'll talk about income and everything like that, because all of this equaled out to here. But I'm going to show you guys exactly where the money went. Sorry for all of the confusion. But I'm actually going to just take this out here. And we are going to actually go to, where did my money go? Okay. Where did my money go? Okay. So this sheet is from the Budget Mom. So we're going to start off with my starting balance. So I did roll over $178 from August to September. The total income that I got from like working and other different income sources was $4,041.44. And y'all, this is not normal. This was a 5 paycheck month for me. And then I also got a back pay from my short-term disability while I was out in August. So my total income came out to $4,219.44. So we are going to take out this black pen. So I'm going to write out our budget categories. So we have bills/expenses. And then we have my debt. And then we have my variable. Then we have savings. We have unbudgeted. And then we have investments. Okay. For my monthly budget, for my bills and expenses, I budgeted $1386.11. For debt, I budgeted $883. For variable, I budgeted $725 for savings. It was $580.89. Budgeted was 0, and same thing for investments. Now, y'all, I ran into a hiccup because normally I break these numbers down. Before I get on camera with you guys, but you guys are gonna probably have to watch me figure this out because I think what I budgeted for unbudgeted might need to be fixed. So we'll see what happens because my bills and expenses on my cheat sheet, I put that I did spend $1386.11, which was not correct because it came out to $1574. But if I added all of that up, y'all, hold on. I'm gonna just look at this because then that couldn't be correct. 15 plus 725 plus 883 plus 1013.35. Yeah. But we'll see in a second. We'll see. So my bills and expenses, and look, I'm over here confusing myself, y'all. See? Look, so bills and expenses, what I actually spent for just the bills was $1386.11. For my debt, I did actually just only spend $883. For variable, which is my cashier's cash envelopes, I did spend $725. For my savings, I did spend $1,013.35. For unbudgeted, that came out to $188.04. Maybe I was confusing myself, y'all. Maybe I was confusing myself. We're going to see in a second. And then for investments, because this is broken down a little bit more, was $23.94. And so we're going to add all of this up. And so we have $1386.11 plus $883 plus $725 plus $1013.35 plus $188.04 plus $23.94 equals, okay, so I did do the math correctly, y'all, and it equals out to $4219.44. So we're just going to do $4,219.44, and that equals out to what my income was. Now, I do just want to say that this starting balance, which is like my buffer for my checking account, I did put that into my savings amount here. So that's why it's able to even out that way. And the numbers match up, y'all. So this is all of my categories that I have. And just to show you guys how I really separate them out, if you are new to my channel, is I actually, on my expense tracker, I had went back in and then started making sure that I did that every time I put in a transaction, I was putting what category it belonged to. So it was easier for me to track later on when I was doing this. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and do our investments. Maybe I should put this back in here. Yeah, let's put this monthly in here. And then let's go to my, actually I need to take this out. So y'all probably hear more about what my September actually looked like in my debt and sinking funds, because that's where the debt is or the issue lies and what happened to some of my sinking funds. But y'all, this is why it's so important to have an emergency fund, because life will throw huge curveballs at you and sometimes it will get you down. And I'm so lucky to have my husband, because I had really just wanted to give up and he was like, don't do that. Don't do that. You've got this and you can do it. But, you know, it's a part of life and I'm just going to keep on moving with it, y'all. But the last few days of the month were just like expense here, expense there, expense here, expense there. So it It's been a crazy last few days in September. And then now we're going to get into our investments, with it also some crazy time. So for Robinhood, altogether for the investments was $23.94. I put like money that I chose to put in there was $13. We started off at $13.82.89, and then $13 were added. However, my ending balance is $333.16, y'all. You know, the stock market isn't doing too well, but I am not letting that get me down. I know that this is the perfect time for me because all the stocks that I'm investing in are a lot cheaper, so I can get in on it because this is for the long road and not something short term. So I know that all this money or these small amounts of money that I'm putting in will eventually pay off in the future. So this is my ending balance. For my Acorns account, I have a system set up with Acorns to where I have my Capital One Quicksilver card, which is the card that I use for my cashless cash envelopes, and it is linked. And every time I swipe my Capital One Quicksilver card or that card is used, then it will round up the change. And then once it gets over $5, then that money will be taken out of my Wells Fargo checking account and invested. So that came out to $10.94 this month. And I started off at $327.32 and I'm now at $303.32 in my Acorns account. And then IRA, I have not put anything in there, but the ending balance is $220.47. So, and I started off at $245.85. So I feel like my IRA, because of the way it's like set up for, you know, whether you want your money to be super aggressive or not, this had the least amount of loss. So we started off at $956.06. We put $23.94 into investments this month. And then we're going to add up as to where we are for the end of the month. And that puts us at $856.95. $856.95. And if I minus this by the $956.06, I had a total loss in a sense of $99.11. Okay, you guys, so that is going to conclude my personal budget closeout for the month of September. Stay tuned for my household budget. I will have my playlist in the description box of all of the different budgeting videos, grocery hauls, and also a home series I have of decluttering my home. So I will see you guys in the next one.